The next costume lady who came on, perfectly normal, totally got that Deborah should not be wearing high heels and cashmere sweaters and jewelry when Deborah should not be wearing high heels and kind of like we did totally got that without Deborah should not be wearing high heels and kind of like we did totally got that without Deborah Russians. It was should not be wearing high heels and kind of like totally got that without Deborah Russians. It was should not be wearing high heels and kind of like totally got that without Deborah Russians. It was should not be wearing high heels and kind of like totally got that without Deborah Russians. It was should not be wearing high heels and kind of like totally got that without Deborah Russians. It was should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came should not be wearing high heels and totally got that without Deborah Russians before I came.
On Raymond, your family is growing up.
And I'm getting stories from them.
On your relationship with your family is growing up.
And I'm getting stories from them.
On your relationship with your family is growing up.
And I'm getting stories from them.
Your relationship with your family is growing up.
I'm getting stories from them.
Your relationship with your family
you can go home. We made sure.
Your relationship with your family
you can go home. We made sure.
Your relationship with your family
you can go home. We made sure.
Your relationship with your family
you can go home. We made sure.
Your relationship with your family
you can go home. We made sure.
Your relationship
Out Once again, I glean. Real sweet message. Once again, I glean. It just sounds incredible. Real sweet message. Once again, I glean. It just sounds incredible. Real sweet message. Once again, I glean. It just sounds incredible. Once again, I glean. Sounds incredible. Once again, I glean. Sounds incredible. What's up? How you doing? ITL? What's up? How you doing? ITL? Into the lair. What's up? How you doing? ITL? Into the lair. What's up? How you doing? Hey guys, you know what this is? Can you see that, Will? Into the lair. My good friend lives in M-A-A-G. Sent me this the other day, and I've just followed him. My good friend lives in M-500 Series G. The Spark sent me this the other day, and I've just followed him. My good friend lives in M-500 Series G.
Get ready for drama. They don't call it a Korean soap opera for nothing. It's always interesting. So we're going to hear from 5 great startups live from Seoul, South Korea. They're going to tell us all the great stuff going on. And hey, here's something great going on just for you, Tyler. Carbonite is available for just $229 a year for your whole company. And if you sign up, you're going to be entered into a free giveaway for a MacBook Air. Go to carbonite.com and sign up for the small business product using the promo code TWIST, This Week in Startups. Carbonite's an amazing program. I use it. Tyler uses it. We only allow products and services on the program that we ourselves use. We have this incredibly luxurious position that we don't need the money from the sponsors or partners. So we basically wait and we stick around until we find the sponsor we like. And one sponsor, not only do we like, but we love and use is Carbonite. Carbonite. Don't stay up all night. Use Carbonite. It's a delight. It's out of sight. Sign up and then email when you get your little receipt, email it to contest@thisweekend.com. You'll be entered into the MacBook Air drawing, and I think only like a dozen people have signed up so far. So your chances right now are like 1 in 10. And boy, these are great. And they're so confident that you can cancel after at any time after 30 days. But why would you want to? But if you did, that's okay, and you can still join the contest. So there's nothing lost if you go and try it out. I'm sure you're going to love it. If you don't love it, hey, I'll buy you a beer, and we'll talk about the fact that there's no other solution out there that's unlimited and delicious and fast and awesome like Carbonite. I'm just in love with the program. So thanks so much to our friends over at Carbonite for sponsoring the program. Hey, let's go live to Seoul, South Korea. Wow, what was that music? My goodness.
K-pop?
I guess it's K-pop. Hey, Jason DeMont, are you there?
I am. Hello.
Wow. And,
Welcome to Seoul.
It's incredible. And look how beautiful the resolution of GoToMeeting is, HD Faces. Perfect. And I guess you must be on a fiber line there in Seoul, huh?
We are, yes.
Look how perfect that is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey, everybody in Seoul, let me hear it. Yeah! Unbelievable. Look at this. Now, what time is it there? What time is it? Jason, what time is it in Seoul?
What's that?
What time is it there? What time is it?
It's noon, 12 p.m. Just finished lunch. Beers are in the fridge.
Awesome, awesome. Now, I've had some of my best meals in Seoul. And actually, my favorite thing, I'm in love with the jjajangmyeon right now. Does anybody have a good jjajangmyeon? How many people in the audience have had jjajangmyeon in the last month? All right, see that? Look at that. Now
We found a really good place across the street from the Ritz Hotel.
yeah, right across the street from the Ritz-Carlton Hotel is the best jjajangmyeon I had. I guess some people have been there. Hey, so Jason, it looks like you got 50 or 100 people to go there and come to the event?
We do, yeah. I would say we had 70 RSVP. I think we may have exceeded that, actually. So a very good first event.
Yeah, incredible, incredible. And is there somebody who's hosting the event that we can thank? Whose space is it?
I guess it was, I helped put the event together. But the main sponsor of the event was Seoul Space. That's the venue that we're at.
Right.
And they're actually a pretty cool startup themselves. They're thriving to be the Silicon Valley of Korea. So if you're looking for an awesome place to plug into the Korean and international startup scene, Seoul Space are the guys you want to talk with.
Great.
They're also launching a formal incubation soon. You can check them out, soulspace.co.kr.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, it's great to see entrepreneurship thriving. These guys are maniacs.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've been drinking already.
Yeah.
So you had a bunch of companies present, and some of them were great. Who's the first company we're going to hear from?
Yes, so the first company up, we have the CTO of DD Networks.
Great.
His name is Victor Ching.
Okay, let's do a little pitch here. Let's hear the elevator pitch.
Go for it, Victor.
Victor? Okay. Wow.
How's it going? So basically, DD Networks allows companies to target their outdoor advertisements. So, for example, if you look at outdoor ads, they're moving from posters and billboards that are totally static to digital displays that can display motion and sound. But the thing is, while the channel of advertising is changing, the method of buying these ads is staying the same. So, for example, if you wanted to purchase advertising at Times Square or something, you'd basically call up the advertising company, and it'd be very expensive. Only large corporations could afford it. And basically, they're only advertising on the notion that a lot of people are in Times Square. There's no targeting at all. But with DD Networks, we're allowing customers to target their outdoor ads according to their demographic. So for example, if your customer demographic is females in their 20s and 30s, you can log onto the website, you can log in, and you can input your demographic, and we'll recommend all of the places where you should advertise. And because we charge by our audience, advertisements start at $10. So basically, anybody can do this now. So right now in Seoul, they're installing 20,000 monitors in subway stations. But a restaurant who's owned by a mom and pop could advertise outside a certain station at lunchtime and say, come to our restaurant.
Awesome. Okay, great pitch. I think I understood completely. Big round of applause. for DD ad. Now, DD Networks is we heard very clearly from the pitch, DD Networks is an ad network for outdoor video display screens. And of course, the questions that I immediately think are, number one, what access do you have to these networks? And buying by demographic, how are you sure of the demographic? Right. Are you actually doing facial recognition or body type recognition like the Kinetic to know that there is a female standing in front of the screen, a la the Minority Report, which a couple of startups are now working on? Or are you basing it on just typical demographics and a sampling of that area? Is it time-based? So many questions come up from this with me, but I think he did a solid job presenting. I'd give the presentation a 7. I give the business a 7 or an 8. It's one of those businesses that's very hard to make work because of the cost of the infrastructure. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if they're aggregating the infrastructure. There's a lot of questions around this because it's so expensive to maintain a network of screens, and nobody's really made this business work in the United States. I'm curious if in Asia, in Korea, China, or Japan, it's easier to make this work because there's more screens around. What did you think of the pitch, Tyler? Give it a score.
Very solid pitch. He could have been more personalized.
The pitch could have been more personalized, yes.
Could have had more of a narrative to it.
Could have had more of a story.
I mean, the story was the small shop owner come to our place after lunch. I think you can get more creative.
Right. I would like to see actually a specific use case where this store saw this type of redemption for this cost. They spent $100 a day. They did it at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They found out that it didn't work for lunch and dinner, but breakfast business sure did boom. And so they reduced their buy just to the $25 for breakfast. And they gave people coupons for lunch and dinner, and they acquired 5 new customers a day. They beat their mailing list, blah, 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 blah.
You're referring to a case study, basically.
A case study, some sort of anecdote. It could be real. It could be imaginary. We prefer real,
of course.
But you could take us through an imaginary scenario just to help us visualize.
How far away, Victor, are you from having a case study like that?
Yeah, is this just an idea right now, or is it actually being in the market?
So right now we have the system and the website. We have it pretty much all developed, but we haven't launched yet. We're working with channel partners. So in the Seoul subway lines, they're installing about 20,000 LCD monitors in the subway cars and the stations. And we have other channel partners. But for example, right now, if you walk around the Seoul subway lines, you can see the monitors up. And it's a matter of just integrating.
Who gets access to that inventory? Have Naver and Down just bought it up? Do they have exclusive access to it? Is it first come, first serve? How many people are fighting for that inventory?
Basically, the advertising inventory is just on a first come, first serve basis.
And so who runs that? Does the city run the ad network, or is it another company?
So for the Seoul subway line, I mean, it's basically the Seoul subway line is the real estate owner. So they own the real estate. But then there's another company that's running the actual monitors and maintaining the network and everything. And we're the advertising channel partner.
And that company that's running the network of screens, they're paying the bill for that, and they don't think that they'll be able to sell the entire inventory out, so they're looking for partners to sell into it.
Yeah, definitely. So they're betting that DD Networks could make more revenue for them than they could just selling it in traditional means.
Right. It's a great idea. You're limited by, not owning the screens. Have you looked at maybe building your own screen network? Are there other competitors in the screen network business there?
So we have other channel partners that we work directly with. So there's some hotels and casinos in Seoul with that we're installing the screens ourselves. So in that relationship, we own the screens.
What's that, the Walker Hill Casino?
Excuse me?
The Walker Hill Casino? Where I play poker?
One of them, but there's 7 it's about 7 casinos in Seoul that we're contracted with.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the citizens of Seoul are not allowed to go to these casinos.
That's true.
They're only for foreigners.
So the advertisers advertising on the casino screens would be probably larger international brands. For example, Visa has expressed a lot of interest in it.
Great. Tyler, you had a comment.
Yes, speaking of advertising in the subways of Korea, I have something on my screen that is particularly cool. This is just to give people in the U.S. an idea of how innovative the Korean advertising market is. This is basically a supermarket chain that has taken over a subway wall here, and they've replicated their stores in the subway so people can shop with their phone, and then it gets delivered to their house.
Wow.
Right?
That's insane. Is that real or is that a joke?
Yeah, that's real. No, this is real. So I'm curious, speaking to how to...
Yeah, how about monetization? Are you going to be able to buy stuff that you see right on the screen or make a reservation?
Well, no, I mean, in Dee Dee's case, this is something where you could... All you need is empty wall necessarily. It doesn't need to be video screen. You could basically...
Put up a billboard.
Power,
with a
things
QR
like
code.
this, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, great job. What did you give it, presentation and business?
Solid 7 and 7.5, yeah.
Okay, so we gave it the same scores. Let's hear it for DD Networks and for Victor Ching. All right, let's keep the train moving. Next up, we have Josh Kim. Josh Kim from Bine. Josh, are you there?
Yes.
Let's get Josh up here. Okay.
Josh.
All right. Okay, Josh, we give you 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So Bine is a social network advertising platform. So the two problems we're trying to solve. One is that 87% of internet users doesn't like advertising. Two, there's no method of advertising in social media. So the solution to this is let the people participate the system. So for example, there's a really nice Chinese restaurant in Samsung area, and Jason, you come to Bine and look at this advertisement, and you write your own slogan like, this place has like the best jjajangmyeon in the Seoul whole place. And you just upload it to your Twitter, and we send you with a short link, and your followers and friends can click on it, and you get paid, and we get the revenue share. And that's the business model. And we were founded in November 2010, and we began our beta service in January 2011. And since then, for 6 months, we have been making $300,000 in sales. And we just launched our beta service in Japan this week. Thank you.
Great, wow, and he did it in 45 seconds. I love that. And this is really interesting. Obviously, here in the United States, we have a company called, not Adly. Adly pays celebrities.
Right.
But then the woman Bindu
yes, it
was on the show, was from the ad network, the cost per click Twitter ad network.
But
what
they
was the
took
name
it
of
down,
it?
no?
No.
I thought I saw
Carolyn, look up the
blog
name of
post
that.
about
I
it.
forgot. Oh, My Likes.
My Likes, yes.
My Likes, yes. So My Likes was very similar, but this is really good looking. And of course, the immediate thing that comes to mind is fraud. Okay, I'm going to tweet about these different things. If I tweet about this 5-cent gold jumper iPhone game, what if 50 people are fraudulent clicks, etc.? Well, the people who are buying the ads will have the ability to look at the traffic and maybe not accept some of it, which is what My Likes does. It's a very interesting idea to allow people to monetize a little bit around this, because there are people who need to get traffic and they would rather get it from peer-to-peer people. As long as the ad is clear, I'm okay with it. It may not be for everybody. Some people don't like the idea of individuals advertising in their network. I felt like he did a pretty good job. Obviously, he did the extra step of including a story narrative that included the person they were pitching, namely us.
Yes. And,
so he included that.
And your favorite food in Korea.
Right.
You instantly get a point higher for that.
Yeah. So I felt the pitch was like an 8. He didn't explain a really great success story. He didn't explain why this is better than buying Google AdSense or using Twitter's in-house network. I know there are reasons for that. He might have been able to get to that. He didn't explain why he built it. Maybe there was a personal story there of why. But he did explain that he's making $300,000 in some period of time, which I kind of like that too. I think the pitch is an 8. I give the business an 8.5. I think it's the future of social is going to be peer-to-peer advertising, whether we like it or not. Get used to it. Clout is changing everything. My Likes, Adly. As much as I was against these services, they're now figuring out a way to do it, and the audience is getting comfortable with it. So perhaps my aversion to it because there wasn't enough disclosure was wrong, or the disclosure issues have been handled and people are are educating themselves. What did you think of the pitch and of the idea?
I like it, but the pitch felt like you were just letting us know where it's at right now.
Right.
One thing that I think always gets people excited
Is what's next?
is just a hint of what's next.
It's just a little hat tip.
Just give us a little taste.
Josh, you could have done what Steve Jobs did, which is say, and one more thing. Just as you're about to end, you say, and one more thing.
Yeah.
It's got, we were releasing the iPhone, and he's like, whoa, it's
even
incredible.
if it's a month from, even if it's a month from now,
Even if it's a month or 6
or in the
months.
summer, and in the summer, we're
Yeah,
on
and the
track
fourth
to-
quarter,
yes.
we're going to do this.
Yes.
We're going to add Google Plus.
Yeah.
Whatever. So tell me what your pitch is and your business is. Scores.
I'm again dead on with you. His pitches was an 8, and it's a very solid 8.5. On,
Okay, great. Yeah, so we're simpatico. Let's hear it for Josh Kim, everybody. All right, we're moving at the right pace here. We got about 7 minutes for each company. We keep going. Let's bring up Richard Choi. Richard Choi, what a joy from Spoke. S-P-O-Q-A.
Spoka?
Spoka. Spoka no Joka? Mocha no Joka? Okay, there he is. Wow, he's a good-looking guy. Look at that shirt, huh? That shirt, nice shirt. Look at that, very stylish. This guy's very nice. He's listening to some Drunken Tiger, and he's ready to go out, get the job, pop some bottles. Okay, Richard, you have 60 seconds. 3, 2, go.
You know those buy 10 get 1 free punch cards that nobody carries because it makes your wallet so thick? Spoka is what we call social mileage card or loyalty card. How do you use it? If you go into a store and you buy something, you can use Spoka, the app, to earn points, which can be used like cash the next time you visit the store. And if you like the store, you can recommend it to your friends via Facebook or on Twitter. And if your friends come to the store that you recommended and they also buy, of course, just like you did, they receive points. But this is where it gets interesting. Because you recommended the stores to your friends, they came. So Spoka awards you with points, even for your friends' spending. So we effectively transform each customer into a brand ambassador. More friends you bring to the store, more cash you receive. Value proposition to business is that we bring repeat business from one customer, and we bring additional business from the customer's friends. Value to users is that now you can save money, earn cash whenever you buy, and even when your friends buy. And one more thing, all Spoka stores come with preloaded points. So when you download Spoka, it's like downloading $100. That's
Wow.
Spoka.
Awesome. Wow, what a great pitch. And you know what's
Quick learner, this guy.
quick learner. That's what I like about Richard Choi. Is Richard listen to the last one?
Both of them.
Both of them are
They're-
adding. This is the thing about the Koreans.
I know.
The Koreans are
They're in it to win it.
they are listening to the details. This I've seen the pitch for this company. I cannot tell you how many people.
By the time we get to the end, it's going to be a perfect pitch.
It's going to be a perfect pitch.
Yeah.
But this idea of loyalty and getting your
Yeah.
friends, it's very similar to Bine in that you're using your social network to build up credibility and points in a way. You get paid per click in the previous company, which was Bine. But in Spoka, you get credits, I guess, at the restaurants and some kind of points that you can use for stuff. It's a win-win for the stores.
Yep.
It's a win for the users, and it doesn't feel annoying. And this is exactly what Foursquare and GoWalla should be doing.
I agree.
Is they should be pursuing loyalty at these places and scoring points and moving up the food chain. I don't know why that really isn't happening too much with those companies, but I really think this is a winner. And we saw loyalty people at launch, right?
Yep. And I refer, I have my favorite restaurants in San Diego, my Mexican restaurants that when I tell people.
Yes, secret
they go.
places, yes.
Yeah, they go, and I'm sending that place quite a bit of business, and
Yes,
I would
you are.
love to get a little piece
The
of that.
Dirt Road business.
Yes.
I know the place on the Dirt Road.
I would love to get a piece of that
You
business.
know it's a good Mexican place when you pull in and there's a dust cloud behind you.
And there's a rooster in the
Yeah, and there's a
parking lot,
rooster in the parking lot. It's dust. That's
Yeah.
a pretty good. If they haven't taken the time to pave the road,
Right.
that means they're focused on the guac.
Yes.
I like it. Okay, I'm going to say that this pitch was an 8 again, and I'm giving this business. I feel like this is just an awesome business. I'm going to give it a 9. I'm in love with this. Tyler, what did you think? Now, Tyler, you can't
The
just
crowd
say
goes wild. No, I know.
you can't just say same scores.
You know, I know that. You know, I think the business is a 9 though. So I should have written it down first.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. From now
Yes,
on, we're
right.
doing them, and I'm gonna look on the paper.
That's
okay.
right.
So you think the business is a 9? What did you think of the
Yes.
pitch? I gave an 8.
I'm gonna give him just the 8.5 for just.
All right, just for okay. So anyway,
No, he really did he did a really good job. The one thought that came to mind, for an easy way, maybe for Americans to think of it, is Amazon affiliate for the real world.
it's Amazon affiliate for the real world, or he did mention the punch cards.
Yes.
So if it's also like a multi-level marketing. It's like multi-level marketing for those things. Although that's got a negative connotation, so you wouldn't want to bring that up.
But you could really make the case for how, I don't know the numbers necessarily. I'm sure they're huge though. How much money affiliates make off of Amazon affiliate program, and then say that's just Amazon online. What about all the purchases
What about
in the real
Amazon
world?
in the real world?
Have you ever referred anyone to a restaurant? When was the last time you referred someone to a restaurant?
Right, so that's a perfect question. Well,
Yes.
how many people in the audience have referred somebody? This is a good example, Richard, of how you can improve the pitch. So step aside a little bit, move over to the side. Richard, move over a little. There you go. Okay. How many people have told a friend about a great restaurant in the last month or two?
I thought they were
Okay. How many people
Delay there.
have? How many people would love to get free dessert at the same restaurant the next time they went for referring that friend? There's your pitch.
No, I got a better
No, you got a better one?
I got a
Okay,
better
Tyler's
one.
going to one-up me. Go ahead, Tyler. One-up me.
Here's what you should have done.
Here's it. Here we go.
Okay, Richard.
Pitch doctor.
Yes.
The pitch doctor.
You should have asked Jason. Jason, I'm coming to LA next month.
Ah.
Which Italian restaurant should I visit while I'm in town?
Oh, well, I would go to Sortino or Papone. Or, yeah. In Brentwood, yes. That's a good Italian restaurant.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. And
Okay.
I'll go to Papone. Wouldn't you like to be credited with a free dessert if I go there?
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Sure.
Right? So now you can do that. It's called Spoka.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, very well done. Congratulations, Richard. Let's hear it for Richard.
Well done, Richard.
Now, another great company.
Korea's not joking around.
Korea's for real.
Yeah.
This is literally the best crop of. I think this is right up there with Paris and London.
absolutely.
In quality.
Absolutely.
Korea might have edged them.
Yes.
We still have some companies to go.
There's still a few
so
to
I'm
go.
not going to give Korea a clean sweep
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
But I feel like Korea is coming in and schooling
It was
everybody.
a long time
You know, it's
coming.
like the Korean basketball team beat one of the NBA teams once in the Olympics, and it was, or they gave them a run for their money. It's sort of like that. Like they're just coming out of nowhere, like boom. Okay, now here's a company that you should know about that makes an awesome product. It's called MailChimp. MailChimp. That's all you need to know. It is the best way to, and I don't know if they have a Korean version, but listen, it's the email program I use. I mean, what more do I have to tell you? This is the email program I've been using for a couple of years now. I love it. I love it. I fell in love with the software. I met the CEO. I met the product manager. Great guys running a really great business, and they are booming. They are doing so well, and I just sent them a cake. We should put a picture of the cake up on the screen in a second. But hey, it's free. The free plan is free for lists of up to 2,000 subscribers and 12,000 emails per month. That's going to be 90% of email
I was
lists.
just about to say.
So get in there and try it. You need to have an email list yourself, because even as an individual or a small business, you want to be building up this direct connection with people. They may have had a MySpace account, they don't check it anymore. They had a Facebook account, they don't check it anymore. They don't log into Twitter 24 hours a day. They're missing your messages on those social networks, and you spent all that time to acquire those followers or friends, and now you get nothing out of it. But if you had gotten their goddamn email, then you would be just fine. And that's what MailChimp allows you to do. Collect emails. It's the right way to build a business. That's the way I build my businesses. New Social Pro features include the list segmentation by Cloud Score, which we're also huge fans of. The free plan is always free, and I love MailChimp. I guarantee you'll love it as well. It just simply works, and I cannot tell you how often I meet people who use the product, and they just come up to me and say,
But Jason, you could always copy and paste, hundreds of people into the CC field and send that off.
you could do that, and
you have to narrow it down to like 45, because then it probably won't
well,
send.
and then what happens is you have one typo, and then it doesn't work, and you got to figure it out.
But I mean,
and you don't know open rates.
It really only takes about 45 minutes to send
Right, and
an
so
email.
if you're going to spend 45 minutes to send an email, or you send it in 30 seconds, and you're guaranteed delivery to your inbox, and you don't have your email tagged as a spammer, and you're getting demographics, and you're getting open rates, and you have a form for people to fill up to sign up. You don't have to keep maintaining it. It automatically does unsubscribes. It automatically archives. It automatically has forward features. It just has every feature you can imagine they've already thought of. And you can even put it through a doctor that tells you, hey, here are the spam links and stuff like that. Or here are the things that would trigger the spam. Take those out. So I've used words in it before like, oh, you have a picture of the cake? Show the picture of the cake. I sent a little birthday cake over to him, which was 10 years. Pull up the cake if you have
you were
a
about to
picture
say,
of it.
though, if you use the word Viagra in your email.
If you use Viagra, yeah. Hey, zoom in on that photo. Look at this, huh? That's an actual
Wow.
cake that I sent to MailChimp. This was my idea. And so I went to Mo, and I said, Mo, send these guys a beautiful photo. No, I didn't. Mo was like, we should send them something, like a cake or something. And I said, yeah, send them a birthday cake. Amazing 10 years of the product. And we sent this beautiful cake over to them, and they loved it.
Very
And
cool.
they're just great guys. We've had a great relationship and a great run with them here on This Week in Startups. Thank you, MailChimp. Let's get back to Seoul. Okay, next up is Molu, and Tae-woo Kim. Tae-woo Kim, how do I know that? How do I know that name? I know this guy. Hey, Tae-woo, how are you doing? Nice to see you. You've invented a tablet computer?
iPad.
It's called the iPad? I give it a 10. Okay, you have 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, when you read like book on iPad, you can interact with images by drag and drop or touch or gravity. We call this kind of book as interactive ebook, and it can give better experience to you. However, there are only few interactive ebooks compared to just ebook. Why? Because for like content owners, it's not easy to create interactive ebooks since they are not a developer, they don't know how to do it, and if they work with a developer, it costs a lot and it takes time a lot to make one interactive ebook. With Mulu, you can create your own interactive ebook easily and quickly by yourself without any programming. We provide a PC application which is similar to PowerPoint, so you can make your own interactive ebook by drag and drop and by changing some numbers. And one more thing, once you can create your interactive ebook on your PC, you can publish it to both iOS and Android at once. So create your own interactive ebook with Mulu. Yeah.
Wow. I'm watching it right now, and I see that you're letting people put in characters and do different effects. And it's basically, it reminds me of, what was the iPhone creations company at launch that did very well? Cabana. This is Cabana for iPad, Cabana for magazines. It's a great idea for ebooks. And, working on kids' books right now, I'm downloading a bunch of these for my daughter, London, and she loves her iPad. I gave her my old iPad. She loves it, and she's swiping away. She loves ebooks. She's reading like all these different like Three Little Pigs, etc. And so I could see that there is a market for people who want to make interactive ebooks. And I guess the question I have is, will Apple let zillions of people put these books into the store?
Right.
And because it's a little bit of a process to get things accepted to the App Store. But look at this; it's great. Like you can, make the pages here. I'm looking at the version that you made of your what is this called? Towards the Night Before Christmas here, and it looks just like all the other ebooks my daughter's looking at. You can do coloring and all kinds of great stuff. It's $1.99. What a great idea! I felt the pitch though was weak, and I'll tell you why. We didn't have a setup of why you would want to do this. We did have it's hard to do, so we know it's hard to do. But who is this product for? Is this for somebody who wants to make a book for their child as a present?
Right.
Or is this for somebody who's a publisher of children's books who needs a tool to do their whole library? Or is this for a new category of artists who are going to there's all these people who want to write kids' books. I mean, everybody has a kid and they decide they want to write kids' books. It's like, how people go through phases, everybody wants to open a cafe. So you're like 22 years old, you want to open a cafe.
Right.
Then when you're 35 years old and you have a kid, you want to write kids' books. Everybody, every mom I meet, what are you working on? Well, I'm thinking about writing some kids' books. I mean, how many kids' books can there be?
Right.
So who's the audience for this is my question. How does it make money? All that kind of stuff. And I feel that wasn't addressed in the pitch. So I'm going to give the pitch
Don't tell me.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down.
I need a pen.
Okay, we'll get you a pen. I'm gonna give the pitch a la-di-da, and I'm gonna give the business a la-di-da. Now you write it down.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Hold on, Taewoo. Hold on. Hey, now wait a second. Your name is Taewoo Kim, and we just had Josh Kim up 2 times ago. Are you guys related?
Jeez. Don't
My
get
wife's
started.
my wife's name is Kim as well, so she's probably related to you guys as well. Okay, so come on, Tyler, write it quick.
Okay.
All right, so I gave a 6 for the pitch. Well, you can't see it here. A 6 for the pitch and a 7 for the idea. And Tyler gave a 6 and a 7. How is that possible? You gave the same score as me. It's possible because
you thought I was joking when I said I gave
I'll
the
tell you
same
why it's
score.
possible. Tyler and I have been doing this scoring system for 4 effing years. It's like a long marriage now. We've been doing it forever. The pitch was weak because we didn't get a great scenario or story arc of why you built it. Who is it for? A great example of its success. Why the world needs it. But the business does show promise because people do need help making these apps. I love the creativity of this. I'm just wondering who the audience is. Why don't you answer that one question, Taewoo? Who is the audience for this product?
So like at the beginning, we are focusing on the content owners who already got their content, persons like publishers and authors. So they are like willing to create their own innovative ebook by our software. And at the end, we are going to expand our business to like B2C who want to create their own like books for their children. To do this, we are going to provide our story template and like image template so that they can create their own books. But for now, for us, it's not easy to handle like all customer like service and like getting all content. So I think that we are going to focusing on content owners first.
Yeah. So I like it. I think that there's a business here. It's a small business, but I do like it, and I think it's got great potential. Congratulations, Taewoo. Very creative idea.
I have a quick question. After the graphics.
Okay. Taewoo, one more question.
Oh, for the audience.
Oh, for the audience. Question for the audience.
Isn't there's another Taewoo Kim who's a blogger in Korea? I think.
Is there a blogger named Taewoo Kim?
Yeah, different tailgate.
Different Taewoo Kim. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Who goes by the name Danny, I think.
Yes, he goes by Danny. Let's bring up Ok Yoon Cha. Ok Yoon Cha? There he is. Whoa. Look at you. Look at this guy. He got the glasses. He got the white shirt. I think this guy's a doctor. He's about to put on some gloves and be gentle. Whatever you do, be okay. Dr. Cha. I have a pain in my shoulder. Doctor. He looks like a doctor. Look at him. Are you a designer?
I'm not a designer, but I designed the logo myself.
Okay. All right. The next startup is called Short Enough.
Short enough.
Short enough. Short enough. I get it. Okay. You know the rules. 60 seconds. 3, 2, go.
Short enough enables you to shorten any URL to 5 letters for 3 minutes. When you click the short enough button on your website, you will see a small pop-up showing 5-letter URL, such as asd.in. You can get to the original link by typing those 5-letter URLs. I can't imagine how there are many ways to use short enough, but just for example, I have to type the full address of this place on Google Maps using my iPhone. It's annoying because Twistall team did not provide short enough button for this place. And we purchased about 1,000 5-letter domains, and we are buying more. Our shortened URLs are not permanent, but the length of 5 letters are forever with short enough. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So Short Enough offers temporary URLs, which are only 5 letters long. Those URLs expire in 3 minutes, so they don't run out of 5-letter URLs. So this is crazy. I think this is crazy. Wait a second. So I'm going to use the same short URL that other people are using, and that short URL will be extremely short.
In its lifespan as well, yeah.
In its lifespan as well. Wow. Try out buttons below to see how short enough works. Meet us pitching here. Short enough. Install Gowalla for your iPhone. Short enough link for Android. So if I click that, oh my God, look at that. So I got to show this. This is incredibly creative and something that I think would only come out of Korea
Or
Asia
or
somewhere,
Japan, yeah.
or Japan. So look, this QTO.in is going to expire in 160 seconds.
So it's creating the short when you click.
When you click it, it will create a short one for you so that you can then go type it into your phone or click it.
Got it. Now it makes sense.
Right. So if I were to now do QTO.in, it's a URL for downloading Gowalla.
Wow.
Fascinating. Insane.
So the 3 minutes starts from the time you click.
Yes, you click the button, it generates the shortest possible short code, not short code text, but short URL.
Yeah.
You then can type that URL in the next 60 seconds or 180 seconds or whatever it is. That's insane.
That is. That's clever.
But why?
For the point, I think for the point
To type in a short.
That's something he should have included in the pitch.
All right, hold on a second. Yeah, so let's just get back to, okay. So I'm going to write down my thing. I'm going to cover it so you're not cheating.
All right.
I'm going to make sure you're not cheating.
All right.
Okay. Okay, I have mine written here.
Pitch in business, yeah?
Okay, let me hear your pitch in your business.
I'm going with 5.5 and
5.5 for the pitch.
yeah, and I think it's a fun small thing. It's like a 5. I'm going to call it a 5 for the business.
Okay, I gave it a 5 for the pitch and a 6 for the business.
Yeah, I almost
so
did
we're in
6.
this within a half a point of each
Yeah.
other. Basically, the pitch. Now, sometimes something is so new and innovative that it's very hard to present.
Yeah.
That might be the case here. The first person to try to explain tinyURL or Bitly might have been faced with two guys like us, experienced guys, who said, I don't get it. It makes no sense. That's where it's the job of the person presenting to anticipate how confused we're going to be and get over that. This is one of those ones that, do you think there's any way to present this? How would you present this to get it up from the 5.5 you gave it or the 5 I gave it?
When you want to, what's the point of having a website? Well, do you find web apps on your
phone?
Yeah, crossing the chasm between the web and your phone, basically.
Right, but if I'm on the web, I would click the link and it would launch the store. So why do I need the short code is sort of...
Yeah, but the store doesn't put it right on your phone.
If I hit install, it does. So anyway, what I'm getting at is I don't know that this product, I don't know, I'm trying to envision when I would need this product.
Right.
That's a whole swath of what fails in the presentation. And the other piece is, what the hell is this again? How does this work? Why? So there's the why do I need a 5-letter short code as opposed to a 10? Because I'm not going to type it in anyway. I'm going to click it. All these phones have the hyperlinks clicked. But I applaud the creativity and insanity of it. I just don't understand it, and I don't understand how you could make this. So just answer one question for me. Give me the best scenario in which you've used the short code like this.
Actually, I'm thinking about a scenario that assume that I am a mobile app developer and I want my customers to download my app on their phone. But it's annoying to start the iTunes app if they are doing a review on PC. But if I provide short enough button, they can click on the short enough button and they get 5-letter URLs. And they can turn on their smartphone and by typing those 5-letter URLs, they can get my mobile app on their phone. It's not a problem if I developed a Angry Birds, but if I'm a startup and people don't know about me, then I will need that kind of stuff.
Okay, so that was not a great example. Proving that So if you have such a hard time coming up with an example, it's an indication that you may have built something that is not really that needed. Did you build this because you really needed it? And do you use it?
The actual need is I want to put some URLs and I want to get some URLs I like on my phone.
Right.
But it's too hard to email to me every time. And I have to get the URLs on my bookmark. But with this, I can do it with just 5 touches.
Yeah, so I think that this is one of those traps where as a technology-driven guy, I feel like what Okyun has done is said, I am going to try to make the shortest thing possible and came up with a clever way to do it, but the world may not need it.
Right.
So I don't know that this will be successful, but I do applaud the creativity of the expiring URL. Now, why else might you need an expiring URL? Perhaps there's a reason to have an expiring URL beyond the shortness of it, like you don't want the history of you sending this to anybody or something to that effect. But if you can find all these short 5-character URLs, perhaps there's another use for them.
It's like chewing your own toenails.
Insights from Thailand.
Wait a second. It's like chewing your own toenails. Now, is there circumstances when somebody else would chew my toenails? Or why would I chew my toenails? I chew my fingers. They're closer. Some people chew their fingernails, right? That's a dirty habit. Chewing your toenails is an even dirtier, more disgusting habit. What do you mean, Tyler?
Just because you can do something.
Just because you can.
Doesn't mean that you necessarily should.
That's why I was confused.
Yes.
Yes, so this is like chewing your toenails. It might be possible, but just get a goddamn toe clip.
Right.
And a nail clipper.
Right.
Okay, very good. All right, Okyu, you heard it from Tyler. Let's hear it for Okyun for something very creative. Very creative. I like that guy.
Yeah.
He's insane. I know when somebody's crazy. That guy's crazy. I predict that this is not going to succeed, but he's going to do 4 more things, and one of them will. Because this is the kind of guy who's thinking very creative.
That's right.
And I give him a lot of credit for coming up with something very creative that nobody's going to use. Because in order to create something that truly is innovative, you have to go push to be creative and build something that maybe people don't understand. And when the founder of Twitter showed me Twitter, it was Biz and Ev, and we were having breakfast. And they said, oh, have you seen Twitter? And it was only SMS. And I said, yeah, well, what is it? He goes, here, let me sign up your phone. He signs up my phone. There was no website for Twitter. And I said, why would I need this? He goes, well, we're having brunch, right? I said, yeah, we're having brunch. He goes, okay, well, if I was having brunch and I was at another part of town and I wrote, I'm having French toast, and you put, you're having scrambled eggs, then we would share with each other what we were having for breakfast. And I leaned in and I said, Ev, Biz, I don't care what you're having for breakfast. Twitter is a stupid idea. Why don't you guys do something smart? You took a blog post and you just left the title and you got rid of the body. That's dumb. You're dumbing it down. You should be trying to make it smarter. Why would anybody just read the headline of a blog post? And if people can't write a blog post, then you shouldn't listen to them. And I was wrong. Or maybe I'm right. Maybe the people who are tweeting are people who shouldn't be having a publishing platform. I don't know. But the fact is, when something is confusing, that means it might be brilliant, or you might be on the cusp of brilliance. So no risk, no reward. I applaud Okyun Cha for building something insane that none of us understand. Okay. One more time, let's hear it for him. Let's hear it for him, nice and loud. I like the creative guys who make crazy stuff.
This is the kind of thing you'll see when you go over to Asia.
Of course.
They see things.
Well, I mean, why would I mean, when we were in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Remember in Japan, you go get a beef bowl?
Yes.
And there's a woman behind the counter.
Yes.
And I have to go to a machine and buy a ticket.
Yes.
And then give the ticket to her to get the beef bowl. Why don't I just give her the $2?
Right.
It makes no sense.
Well, in that case, they don't trust the $10 an hour employee, and they want to make sure you paid.
In Japan, somebody's going to steal? Nobody steals in Japan.
No,
What are you
I
talking
don't mean theft. I mean they want tighter accounting and system and inventory tracking.
I know, but it's like it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, well, maybe it does. Okay, Peter Yoon, are you there? Last one. We're going to make it in under an hour. Oh, Peter, hey, look at this guy.
Hi.
How come all these guys look like they're out of an Armani ad? Every guy looks, all good-looking guys. See, what they say is the Koreans are the, my wife told me, she's Korean, she said the Koreans are the Italians of Asia.
So you remember my former girlfriend was Korean.
2 girlfriends ago.
Yes.
Oh, she was crazy.
Because she said the Koreans are the Jews of Asia.
The Jews of Asia? I don't understand that.
I don't
No,
know.
Italians, because they have life and they have vibrance and they look like they're in an Armani ad. Okay, Party Munster.
I think she meant that they're very driven in their education and
very ambitious
yeah.
and okay, maybe I can see that. I don't know. Okay, Party Munster is Peter Yoon's company. Peter, you know the rules. You have 60 seconds. 3, 2, go.
Sure. Party Monster is a vertical for Groupon websites specializing in event tickets. Basically, what we do is provide discount tickets for underpromoted nightlife events and concerts. This allows users to now experience the 19 at a discounted price, as well as increased attendance for vendors, thus increasing bar sales. The major daily deal sites in Korea have featured such events in the past, and they've done very well. But while you can only find these events once in a while on Groupon, well, the other 2 major sites like Ticketmaster or Coupang, users are guaranteed to find them on Party Monster. We have immediate plans to scale out into concerts, as well as festivals, and our own generated events, as well as music-related merchandise. One of our co-founders has several years of experience booking foreign DJs and artists into Korea, as well as preparing large stadium concerts, which will play a vital role in the future of our own generated events. As for traction, we beta launched about 3.5 weeks ago. We have 1,500 members. On the B2B side, we're in direct connections with promotion companies, as well as the majority of the venues in Korea. We have direct lines with also production and entertainment companies.
Awesome. Well done. I have to say, one of the things that the Korean startups have on lockdown is design. Look at this beautiful site. I mean, one big long page for this DJ and everything gorgeous. You have this beautiful 50% discount thing going on here with the jumping raver with the tongue out. He's high. I don't know what drugs he's on. And this guy looks, anyway. And then you got the raver scene here and this pink volume and tons of photos of people having a good time. And instead of 30,000, what is it, the won? Yeah, 30,000 won. It's 15,000 won. How many won to the dollar now? Is it 175,000 won to the dollar?
I think it's very close to 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
1,000 won.
1,000 to 1. So instead of $30, I'm paying 15. Pretty good deal.
Yes. You also get a free drink and you don't wait in line.
Oh, well, not waiting online. I mean, this is better than buying full price. And you get the map at the bottom. And look, here's the little raving lunatic at the bottom, like a nice little design element. I love it. I love it. And, these verticalized Groupon type sites, I think, have a real advantage because when they build a mailing list, the people who are on that mailing list are really targeted. So there's a certain efficiency that goes on here. And I think the people who own these clubs, if they have a choice, Groupon masses or Living Social masses versus a niche player with a very tight mailing list, they would prefer to have these people at their party and their dance or their rave than having the general public. Like, they would be sensitive to that. So I think verticalized Groupons are a great addition to the deal space. This one happens to be particularly well executed, and the presentation was pretty solid. What do you give it, Tyler?
I'm giving 7.5 on the pitch, and I'm giving 7 on the biz.
I did the opposite. I gave 7 on the pitch and 7.5 on the biz, within a half point on each one. That's how we do it. High five. And let's hear it for Peter Yoon. Very good job. All right. Now comes the part of the program that everybody loves. Tyler and I are going to vote on what our top 3 are. No, top 2. And then we're going to guess which ones we pick for the other guy. So I'm going to pick my top 2, and I'll guess. Yes, Jason, you have something to say?
Sorry, we need a winner. The winner who you choose is going to win a free trip to San Francisco for the launch conference.
Yes.
Courtesy of Soul Space. So.
Wow.
Wow. Winner.
So I'll tell you what, the winner will get a table. I'll give them a table, and I'll give them a table and a couple of tickets, and you're going to fly them out?
Well, I'm not. Soul Space is, but yes.
Soul Space is going to pay for their tickets, first class, and a 5-star hotel? No. You're going coach. If you're an entrepreneur, you go coach. No, you're going coach. The winner goes coach. Okay. So in the event of a tie, Tyler and I will debate. But okay. Ya dee da dee da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 da. DD Networks at Bine, Spoka, and Mulu. Boom, boom. Short enough, Party Monster 2. DD Networks at Bine and Spoka. Mulu, Spoka, and Bine Networks. Boom. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. How you doing, Tyler? Did you pick yours too?
I'm good, yeah.
You pick. Wow, that was quick. I'm having a hard time here with. I got my number 1. That's pretty easy. I've seen this idea many times before, so I can't pick them as the winner because it's not original. So I need to pick an original one, but I'm not so. I'm having a hard time now with my number 2. Yeah, I can't pick a number 2 right now. I got my clear number 1 winner, but I can't pick a number 2 because I feel like everything else is so close. So close. I may have to punt on this. Okay, my number 2 is just a punt. I almost feel like I should just. All right. Okay, I'm getting there. Stop putting pressure on me. All right. I think. All right. Here's what I think. Tyler, you tell me which one you think I picked as number 1.
It's between one of 2 different ones.
Okay. So which one do you think was my number 1?
I'm not sure which of these 2 is your number 1. I'm alternating on these 2 myself.
Really? Wow, you're alternating on 2? All right. So I will. Should I guess yours?
You.
What happened? Oh, something here. Whoa! What is that? What is that? It's a face. That's interesting.
I have a number 1.
You have a number 1.
I do, yeah.
You're number 1, but
Yes.
did you pick my number 1?
The
idea here is you're supposed to guess mine, then I guess yours.
I know. I think your number 1.
You want me to guess yours?
You can go ahead and guess mine. I think you're going to get mine.
I think your number 1 is Spoka, and I think your number 2 is Mulu.
You got my number 1.
I got your number 1 is Spoka.
Yes.
Okay. So Tyler picked Spoka as number 1. Round of applause for Spoka. Okay, and I guessed correctly in your number 1. Now, I guessed your number 2 was Mulu, but I was wrong.
Yeah.
So who is your number 2?
Add Bine. Add by me.
Add by me.
Yeah.
Okay, so he picked Add by me as his number 2. Now, it's time for you to guess my number 1 and my number 2.
I think your add by me is either 1 or 2 in you.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that you're number 1.
Which one?
Add by me.
Add by me is not my number 1.
It's your number 2.
It's my number 2.
I knew it.
You knew it. You should have gone with your instinct. What is my number 1?
It may be Spoka, actually, but...
Is that your final answer? Final answer?
I think it is, yeah.
Okay, it is. You got mine correct. It is Spoka.
So we actually had the same order.
We had the same order. We both picked Spoka, and we both picked Add by me. Congratulations to Spoka. You're coming to the launch conference. And Add by congratulations on being in second place. Here's what we're going to do. Bine, for coming in second place, we're going to give you a free table and 3 free tickets to the event as well. But Soul Space, it's up to you if you want to fly them out. I can't be involved in paying to fly people out. Now, I want to make another announcement. This is my next announcement. All of the other participants get 3 free tickets for each company to come to the event, courtesy of the launch conference. So everybody else who presented, they each get 3 free tickets, total value $2 or $3 grand. Okay? Very good. This has been an amazing event. Get me Jason back here. Where's Jason?
Really good job, guys.
Jason DeMont, you organized this Twist Seoul meetup. I can see that you are you're obviously Korean and you've lived there your whole life from your accent. No, what is your story, Jason DeMont? What is your story? Why are you in Korea? Just to meet a wife? What are you there for?
My wife is an English teacher here, and it's a way to bootstrap my company.
And what is your company?
Unanchor travel planning, help you travel like a local with self-guided itineraries.
Whoa! Wait a second. Unanchor.
Yes.
And this is how I could travel.
I've heard of Unanchor.
Wait a second.
We've had you on the show.
We had you on the show.
Yeah, I didn't ask Jason a while ago.
I remember the name.
I remember.
Great name. I remember
look at the site.
Instantly.
The site is becoming better and better. Congratulations on the progress.
Good job on the name.
Thank you very much.
Remember it right away.
It is a good name because we did remember it. And it's so funny because, there's all of these companies now doing what Unanchor is doing. There's this Jet Setter, I think it's Jet Setter, and we had TripBod. Those are the 2 companies in your space, right?
A little different, but yeah, pretty close. The main difference is we're doing itineraries that are self-guided. So we're providing the information from a local that you can guide yourself along in the city while you travel.
And I pay for that?
Yeah, $4.99 to $9.99 for an itinerary.
And so here we go. A great itinerary for Busan, Korea, 3-day budget-conscious itinerary by yourself. And I can buy this for $10. And it looks great. And it's basically, you've written this guide. So it's it's not audio, it's written.
No, yeah, it's like an ebook for now. We're working on our app.
Yeah, I have a suggestion for you. I think that you should get together with the Mulu folks, and I think that there's more money in travel books than there might be in kids' books. Maybe equal, but you should partner with Mulu, who was up there, and continued success. Jason, thank you so much for organizing this. What a huge success. Everybody give a big round of applause to Jason of Unanchor. Good job, Jason. Good job. We have a very simple rule for people who are producing these local events. You either bring it or you're out. You have to perform. You got to bring us great companies and you got to bring us a great audience. Jason, you knocked the ball out of the park on your first try. What a great event. Let's do it again in 3 months. How about that?
Yeah, we'd love to.
Awesome.
We'd love to.
Oh, yes, and there are no ties. We did pick a winner. Congratulations to Spoka as the winner, and congratulations to By Me as the runner-up. And wow, what a great job to all the other people. Thank you to Carbonite. Thank you to Carbonite. It's all right. It will not keep you up at night. It's such a delight. And thank you to MailChimp. We'll see you next time on This Week in Startups. Thanks, Tyler.
it keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special.
That's
It keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable,
so you're saying
and
it from
to
even,
see someone else,
in London,
you know, going on with their journey and making progress is
people can stay
so
connected,
special.
and you really can feel close.
It keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special.
And you really can feel
it keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It keeps you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It just makes you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It just makes you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It just makes you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It just makes you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It just makes you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so special. It just makes you motivated, it keeps you accountable, and to see someone else, you know, going on with their journey and making progress is so
so many times you get the board together on connection from people who want to make these changes. So many times, so often you get the board together working out eating right, and when you've got the information, same information, so often you get the board together same information, eating right, you don't know how to got the information, same information, so often you get the board together something, the same information, go out there and have something eating right, you don't know how to got the information, same information, so often you get the board together something, the same information, go out there and have something eating right, you don't know what is it, got the information, same information, so often the same information, go out there and have something eating right, what is it, got the information, same information, Why is it that the body light program helps so many people? And some of the things one of the why is it that the body light program helps so many people? And so important. And some of the things how do we use robotic like really hard? It's science. People don't know how to do it. You absolutely need to focus on taking it seriously. How do we use robotic like really hard? It's science. People don't know how to do it. Let's go back to a little bit of a lesson. Focus on taking it seriously. How do we use robotic science? It's science. Three more. Let's go back to a little bit of a lesson. Focus on taking it seriously. How do we use robotic science? Three more. Let's go back. So many times. What motivates people to take it seriously? How do we use robotic science? So many times their doctors have motivated them to take it seriously. She gets it. Drops her so many times their doctors have motivated them to take it seriously. She gets it. Drops her and the second warning sign is you have no specific goal. Back to that. The third warning sign was that you strayed from the group. And the second warning sign is you have no specific goal. On the show. So far today, our big warning was that you strayed from the group. And the second warning sign is you have no specific goal. On the show. So far today, our big warning was that you strayed from the group. And the second warning sign is accountability. Second warning sign. So far today, most of us have strayed from the group. Many of us are having problems. Second warning sign. We have no specific requirement. So let's break it down a little bit. Goals include things like I was having problems. Second warning sign. We have no specific requirement. So let's break it down a little bit. Goals are not like that. Goals are not goals are not green. Goals are not intentional. Goals come from which is let's break it down. Goals have to be specific. Goals are not goals are not green. One of the examples I give in the book, goals come from that I would like to wait. Goals have to be I would do. Goals are not specific. Goals are not green. One of the examples I give in the book, goals come from that I would like to wait. Goals I would do. Goals are not specific. Goals are not green. One of the examples I give in the book, I would like to wait. Goals I would do. Goals are really good. One of the examples I give in the book, I would like exactly right. I've seen it really good. Look like great. And you're making great progress. I would like exactly right. I've seen it really good. Look like great. You're waiting. You're making great progress. Specific progress. I would like exactly right. I've seen it really good. Look like great. You're waiting. You're making great progress. Specific progress. I would like exactly right. When you're You forget what it was like in the transportation. It's hard to you want other people to know about your goals. You forget what it was like in the transportation. It's hard to you want other people to know about your goals. My goal is to you forget what it was like in the transportation. It's hard to you want other people to know about your goals. My goal is to you forget what it was like being specific and hard most people have no way of knowing whether the actions that are taking place are really fruitful or they're a waste of my time and a waste of my energy. People who keep their goals inside way of knowing whether the actions that are taking place are really fruitful or they're a waste of my time and a waste of my energy. People who keep their goals inside way of knowing as a winner whether the actions that are taking place something that could have done something way to put it a waste of my energy. You can stay it's inside willing to say winner, willing to say what you want to put it down, something way to put it you can stay what your spouse wants, willing to say winner, willing to say what you want to put it, you can do something way to put it you can stay what your spouse wants, willing to say winner, willing to say what you want to put it, you can do something way to put it, how about taking it you can just really what your spouse wants you like to say goals and people down goals for your life and actually goals and stuff like taking it to the freedom of your life you can just really what your spouse wants you like to say liberated and more empowered goals and people down goals for your life and actually don't know your goal like taking it to the freedom of your life you can just really what your spouse wants you like to say liberated floppy goals and people that you mentioned goals for your life and really don't know your goal like taking it to the freedom of your life when you do, they can help your life. You don't tell us you want to take it but if you're not clear about how you really it's going to be hard to help people for sure and giving them general support. When you do, they can help your life. You don't tell us you want to take it really but if you're not clear about how you really it's going to be hard to help people to happen for sure and giving them general support. When you do, they can help your life. You don't tell us you want to take it really but if you're not clear about how you really it's going to be hard to help people to happen for sure and giving them general support. When you do, it's very simple. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. It's important. You got to keep it simple. You got to focus on your one major outcome goal. Major outcome. It's very simple. It's not complicated. It's not one that provides all the value. You got to focus on your one major outcome. It's very simple. It's not complicated. One that provides all the value. You got to focus on your one major outcome. With that said, I want to give away bright light and rising. One that provides all the value. We give a reward. You got to focus on your one major outcome. With that said, I want to give away bright light and rising. We give a reward. You got to focus on your one major outcome. With that said, I want to give away bright light and rising. We give a reward. You got to focus on your one major outcome. With that said, I want to give away bright light and rising.
First one is all little things you think you can small morning every day, and so without further ado, our second winner is my first one. Congratulations, all little things you think today, and our third winner is our second winner is my first one. Congratulations, all little things you think today, and our third winner is our second winner oh, what? 48 hours? We'll have a great check and our second
it helps our nutrition progress because it gives us the nutrients we need. It's got all the vitamins, minerals, very high quality protein that you need to stay healthy, especially if you're working out. You need more protein with your exercise to get positive results and to stay fit. So Right Light is the fitness nutrition shake.
Yeah. And it tastes awesome. I love it.
It really does. Folks, I want to thank you for joining me for the show today. If you want to learn more, you want to see 3 free chapters of my book, Transformation. That's the new book that followed Body for Life after all these years. You can go to transformation.com and you can look right in the middle of the page and you leave me your name and email address. I'll send you 3 free chapters of the book. You can check it out, try it before you buy it.
Absolutely. We love meeting more and more of you.
Right. And I want to let people know that we're asking about this new product, this new program I have coming out called the Ultimate Before to After Plan.
It's exciting.
It's not a book. It's a complete kit where I'm going to be bringing you guys videos, CDs, DVDs. I'm going to have things that you can follow for exercise. I'm taking you to the grocery store with me, and we're going to get this figured out once and for all. The Eating for Life approach in there is called Eating for Life Fresh, and it's got an emphasis on whole foods that you can make at home and get all the green nutrients and the phytonutrients, and it's leaning towards an organic style, but still very practical and very much common sense.
I love it. I cannot wait for y'all to see this. This is awesome. I've been hearing about it.
And also that program gives an abbreviated version of the transformation program that really does give you an introduction to the emotional fitness component. And again, there's that one X factor exercise that you might say is for our spiritual health, or it's for our heart and soul, and that is making a difference. And when we combine all this fitness work with something that really edifies the heart, not just ours, but the heart of other people, we get something called soul voltage. It's the best kind of energy. Harvard University has shown that kind of energy increases the strength of the immune system within seconds. And that's the benefit of simply holding the door open for somebody, or being committed to a positive and personally meaningful cause, whether it's at your church or whether it's at your school or within your family or within your community or within a global spectrum. There's all kinds of things that people have the opportunity to contribute to, and it's all about making a difference.
Right, absolutely, and it feels so wonderful when you're able to take all the things that you've learned through this process and give back.
Yeah, combine it all together, you get what I call the ultimate before to after plan. It really does, physically, emotionally, mentally. It gives you mindset on a total transformation over here to this other side. And it's the best of Body for Life, Eating for Life, transformation, and some new things I've learned. But really, it all comes together because it's video. I walk you through, I talk you through the eating, the nutrition, the exercise. You're going to see us working out. You're going to get posters that you can put in your home gym, or you can get a meal plan poster and the approved foods on this side and before and after pictures on this side, put right in your kitchen. You're going to see what it's all about with crystal clarity at the speed of light.
That's exciting. I'm looking forward to all of this coming out.
Right. Okay, folks. I want to thank our guests from London and Liverpool.
London and Liverpool, yeah. Thank you, Flavia and Nikki.
Yes, thank you, Flavia and Nikki. And for all of you who take your time to watch the show live, or if you watch the rebroadcast, we appreciate it. It's an honor and pleasure to get to share some time with you and share a little bit about what we have in store for you to make your life better and also to help you make a meaningful difference in the lives of others, because it really does work.
Absolutely, it sure does. I wouldn't be here
well,
proudly.
We'll be back next Monday, same time, same place, 4 o'clock on the West Coast, 7 o'clock back east. Until then, I'm Bill Phillips.
And I'm Right Like Clarissa.
Have a great, healthy week, you guys. This week on Transformation, the story of how this man is transforming his body and changing his life. Hello and welcome. I'm Bill Phillips, and you're watching This Weekend Transformation. Joining me here right in the studio is our friend Right Like Clarissa. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful, and as always, happy to be here and looking forward to today's show.
We do have a great show today. We've got a couple success stories that are going to kind of blow you away. If you're not used to seeing people make real changes real fast, this is going to be an eye-opener for you.
I know. I was looking at these pictures earlier, and I'm just like, here we go again. I love these stories, I tell you.
But our viewers keep sending in photos of themselves, stories about how they're doing, and it's just the most beautiful thing to see. People are making real changes, and I tell you, every single one of them has something to share. We get a little wiser, we get a little more motivated during each show.
Absolutely, and these are good, lasting changes.
Yeah.
You know, just those changes.
Well, we hope they're going to be lasting. We're going to show you what people are doing.
Exactly.
Later on in the show, I'm going to introduce you to a new type of training that's for the lower body this time. It is the most incredible leg workout you've probably ever had. And it goes with the 5-25 workout method. That's 5 workouts a week, 25 minutes each. And we keep introducing new programs for you to try.
Yes, and let me tell you, I've been the one trying these workouts. And my legs, it works. That's all I have to say. You know, it's a great workout.
Yeah, so that's a little bit later in the program. But to get started, we want to take that spotlight and we want to turn it over to some of our viewers who are making great progress. Let's get started. I think we've got Keith's picture.
Yeah, look at Keith. I mean, Keith. Awesome. 46 years young, 45 pounds lighter, lives here in the sunny, California. And if I were him, I'd be walking around those camo shorts all the time because he's looking good. I mean, Keith is looking good.
Well, Keith, he's my age. He's 46 years old. He became 45 pounds lighter. He's joining us by Skype so we can ask him how he did it. Keith, how are you doing today?
Hey, hi, Clarissa.
Hey, wow, there you are. We're the camo shorts.
How are you?
I got them on, actually.
I want to say congratulations, Keith, and how are you feeling?
Oh, Bill, I haven't felt this good in years, and I really have to thank you and all the information you put in your book.
Yeah.
Because, I've been reading diet, exercise, and health books for about 20 years trying to figure out what was wrong with me. Yours is the first one that talks about the mind and the soul part of it too.
Yep.
Everybody talks about diet and nutrition, but yours put it all together beautifully.
Thank you very much. Well, I've been around a while, and if you study this long enough, you realize that diet and exercise don't explain what really happens to people. Something very important needs to be done to rebalance what we call the brain chemicals, and we get a state of biobalance where you just feel good from the inside out. And unless you get that, all the diets and all the workout programs are going to be temporary. But I'm telling you, you look like you're wearing this new fitness very well. You look young, and it looks like your authentic self there.
I can't tell you how much it's meant to change like this. I was trapped in, I had chronic pain for 20 years. The last 10 years, it was just a daily battle. I was, it hurt to stand, it hurt to sit, it hurt to sleep. I was just in chronic pain. And that's like when you had your surgery. I heard that you didn't take any pain pills.
Well, I didn't get any when I was coming out of surgery. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what, I got to see that.
No, but it really is. It's been one of my first experiences dealing with daily pain.
Right.
I mean, really bad pain. Where was yours? Back, neck, knees?
I had chronic pain in the back,
Yeah.
the stomach, and my joints.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Wow.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, was that because of I read in your story that you had a side effect from a medicine that might have been.
Right.
Yeah, the acne drug Accutane. I was on that for 4 years when I was a kid, and it damaged my intestines.
Wow.
So I couldn't absorb any of the nutrients because 95% of your nutrients are absorbed in your intestines.
Yep, in the belly. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had. That's how I figured out later. That's how I got so heavy. Was I was always hungry because I wasn't absorbing any nutrients. So my brain kept telling me, I'm hungry, and I would eat and eat, and it was driving me insane.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people here are dealing with that overeating issues.
Yep. Yep. Well, it is also too when you're in pain, Keith. Food provides, a pretty good painkiller effect for a few minutes or even for an hour or two. But boy, I'll tell you, it gives that a lot. It does a lot more than that. The side effects are terrible when you're using food as a painkiller, and so many people in the country today do just that. And I've needed to be real careful with that, and I've been real conscious of my eating during this last 7 weeks since I had my knee surgery.
Right.
So how do you feel today?
I feel like I'm 25 years old again.
That's
I love
awesome.
it. I
I can play with my little daughter. She's 3.5, and I can do things that I couldn't do before. In fact, for 4th of July party,